going in, and Washburn comes up with another ball. Mink in forward, she's a forward, Jordal, Cook, and then of course Washburn we've mentioned in the goalkeeper position. Ball working its way down the far side. Here comes a rush by the KHA Red. The defense is there, however. They'll clear it. Just out of bounds. Looks like it might have a foul in the back as the flag is waved on the far side. Referees for this championship match, we have those for you. Head referee Nicholas Ramos. Senior linesman is Ali Schwach. Assistant linesman Ali Flora. And the fourth official handling the substitutions right here in front of us is Daniel Flower. It looks like checking in for KHA Red will be Lunsford, wearing number 11. And it's going to be Noel, number 7. So Lunsford and Noel getting ready to go in. First couple of substitutes we've seen here in this championship. Referee Daniel Flower handling that and helping us out here with the knowledge of the substitutes. Ball in the midfield. A lot of trying to possess the ball. Not a lot of time of possession, as every once in a while you get a rush up the pitch. Working back Bro now. She'll take it on the far side. Working her way up is Crow. Crow takes it in the corner of the box, brings it in, a shot. It's off the side of the net. Washburn there. And looks like the substitutes will be waved in. Talking with Coach Tiffany Roberts, one of the players that we asked who should we be watching for. One of those is a substitute who's going in right now, Jamira Lunsford. She's wearing number 11. Coming out will be Cook, as well as, look over and see, number 6 coming out is Powell. Powell, who scored the goal. That was back at the 4:40 mark early in this match. Ball put into play by Washburn. Into the wind. See the flags blowing left to right. Another rush forward. Ball sent up, and once again, high and off to the left. Busy week here at the Youth Sports Complex here in Appleton, Wisconsin. Folks descending from all over the Midwest. 13 different states represented. You'll see here we have Michigan and Ohio in this championship. Different states represented in all the contests. You hear the wind blowing. That's Mink heading it forward. Ball hitting about 4 headers in a row. Ball punched through by Mink and now cleared the other way. Really nobody back to help, however. Bro heads it toward the corner. Clearing it back out will be Fisher, one of the captains for KHA Red. I'll tell you in a few moments how these teams got to this point. KHA Red winning 2 matches this week, had the 3rd match canceled. I put them into this championship. Talking to the folks from the Jaguars, saying they'd been to the semifinals the last 2 years, and this is the first year they made it through into this championship match. Excited to be here. Both these teams winning multiple state championships in their respective states, Michigan and Ohio. Once again, a lot of activity in the midfield as they work to control the ball. There's a player who just checked in, Lunsford. Working the ball is Pyden, Marissa Pyden. Gets it back to the defense. Deion Bailey squares it up and sends it forward. And there's Lunsford once again, very active. Just came in, fresh legs. Working against Bailey. She maintains possession. Brings it back toward the midfield. Ball toward the top of the box and cleared out. Ball bounding down the pitch. Defense sending it over toward the bench of KHA Red. The Ohio team around the Cincinnati area. Some players out of northern Kentucky as well. Sally sends it up to her teammate, Allen. And a rush down the pitch. It's going to be cleared away there by Fisher. Nice header to get it out of danger, and now it'll go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars. Team shaping up, keeping their form as we see another substitute getting ready to come in. This will be for the Jaguars. On the far side, once again, the Jaguars in the black uniforms. White and blue for KHA red. We see the substitute preparing to enter the match. We'll check with our referee here in a moment. He'll give us the name. That's number 1. I don't have her here on this roster. We'll try to get you that name here in just a moment. The substitute who just went is Caitlin Barron. She's wearing number 1. Went in about the 28th minute, we're told. So about 17 minutes or so left here in this first half. Once again, it's 1-0. The team from Ohio. Although if you were watching this match, you would say that the possession time has been pretty much dominated by the team in black, the Jaguars. But a nice couple of rushes here by the team out of Ohio. It looks like that ball was trapped under the player, and they'll give it to the Ohio red team, KHA red. I believe that's Fisher who will put it in play. One of the captains, this team, the captains were, for the team out of Michigan, were Oliver Pogarsh, and Barron. Alf and Fisher, the captains for Coach Tiffany Roberts and the KHA team. Hear that wind blowing? Bailey kind of clears it out, brings it back across once again. It's been familiar territory for the team in black. Jaguars working it back. They're shaping it up. The defense doing a good job of possession. Lunsford, who just checked in, puts a lot of pressure out there on the defenders, trying to dispossess and take that ball toward the goal. Once again, she did not start, but she was one of the players that Coach Tiffany Roberts said it would be good to keep an eye on her. Coaches, who do we need to watch for? She was one that was mentioned, even though she's not a starter. Ball cleared right in front of us here in the makeshift booth. Amanda Menesali tossing the ball in. Toss it down toward the corner. It's headed there. I believe that's Williams. All the back sent back in toward the midfield. A fight there, and finally cleared out. Gets past the defense. There's a little rush from Jordahl, but cleared away by Bailey. Back to the keeper, Britton. Working it around in the midfield. Once again, the fans on the far side looking into the sun. You there on your mobile device or on your computer have the luxury of watching without that ball sent all the way down the pitch. A good rush there by Pogarsh. It's in the corner, a little joust there. She works it away, and she's tackled down. Good defense, the referee says. And now there's a collision. And this may be a yellow card. Looks like he's pulled the yellow card out, and that's a key player. Lunsford is booked here, probably around the 32nd minute or so. It'll be a set piece, probably 15, 20 yards outside the box. It'll be with the wind also, which gives you a little bit of feel for the advantage. Ball that might carry a little further than anticipated. And the players getting set up here. I got 3 Jaguars lining up. Anybody's guess who will take this shot. Crow is there. You can see her number. And now approaching. She runs through. There's the shot into the box. And a good save there by Washburn. Looks like it'll roll out. That'll be a corner for the Jaguars. So the pressure continues from the team in black. Once again, hundreds of folks here this week, and this facility, a beautiful facility. We drove in here this morning quite early. See all the fields set up and ready for action. Championship day. And the U.S. U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Series is quite an event. This is the Midwest Regional, Region 2. Ball's worked out. Now Bailey has it. Little pressure there. Once again, Lunsford as well as Jordahl. Jordahl heads it. And we've got a stop here. Let's see what we had an offsides. That's what we had down the far side. The referee, because the assistant official on the side is right in the, you look into the crowd, it's hard to pick out the official and the linesman from the other colors of the crowd, so it was not seen for a moment. So we restored order. We're back at it. Ball in the corner there. Rushing forward once again is Fogarsh. She maintains possession. Crow now takes it with the right foot into the box. That's going to be over the head. Once again, that's the way the wind is blowing, so it's going to be harder for the judgment of distance. That ball floating in further than the players expect. Nice ball, however, from Crow. A lot of these players committed to colleges at this point. Talk about a few of those as we go through. Washburn setting up the kick here from the keeper. Washburn, a tall keeper. Most goalkeepers are fairly tall, and Lunsford now working for Jameel Lunsford. A lot of speed there as Fogarsh works it back. Working well in the middle. It's cleared away by the defense. Bailey works up from the defense, and she'll take it on up in toward midfield. She works it even forward toward the corner of the box. She lines it up, puts it back toward the midfield, and it's taken there by Alf, one of the captains for KHA Red. Fight in the middle there as possession gained by Jordahl. Lunsford now works it forward. This is when this team is dangerous from Ohio. Ball sent in once again. Looked like Mink went down hard, and Fogarsh now works it forward. A little bit slower pace. Now sends it on up. Ball to the far side. A little bit too much pace on that one, however. It'll go all the way across. I believe that was Barron who just checked in. Still trying to get a feel for the match, and got a little too much adrenaline on that kick. As it goes out, another player will be checking in here for the Jaguars. It's going to be number 18 checking in for Maddie Erdman. That will be Kelsey Estes. Also checking in for Coach Tiffany Roberts. It comes to substitutes here. It's going to be Richards and DeMonte. Richards wearing number 8, DeMonte wearing number 9. And we mentioned Estes, who just checked in. Ball not possessed by Minnesali. Now she has to hustle back. Not a real quick throw, however, as Mink hands it over to Williams. Jordahl working to try to get free. And the toss goes toward her. She heads it down the line, and it's going to eventually roll out right in front of the Jaguars bench. Well, as we mentioned, the score 1-0. It was early on in the 4th minute. A ball coming down the near side as Mink worked it down the near side. Got the assist as she crossed into the middle to her teammate Powell. And the score. Washburn comes out and snags that one on one hop. Caroline Mink with the assist back in the 4th minute. Alex Powell with the goal, 1-0. That score has held up here as we grow closer and closer to halftime. There's Estes, who just checked in. Once again, fresh legs coming in off the bench. These teams have played 3 matches. The Jaguars playing 3 matches this week and 2 for KHA Red, and Jordahl pushing it in. Britton comes out, and she'll take the ball. They're going to back off a little bit. The left-footed keeper sends it up to midfield. Alf sneaks through. She blocks that one to her teammate. And I believe that was Richards, who just checked in, hands it off to Williams. She'll take the throw in. Sends it down toward Jordahl, who seems to be a target on the throws. Ball coming the other way. That'll be Minnesali with the low throw. Gets it in to Estes. She's got some space. She turns, brings it up. Good pass toward the midfield. There's Bro. Tries a through ball there and not quite getting there. Trying to clear it out was Lunsford. That ball sent dangerously toward the top of the box. She'll send it back toward Pogarsh. Ball continues to be in the offensive zone here for the Jaguars. They just have not been able to put together a combination to really put any pressure on Washburn. Had a save early on, but really no real threat around the box. And waiting for the ball to come back in. Washburn will trot in and put it back in play. As we get closer toward halftime, still 1-0. The team in white, blue, red, white, and blue here for the Ohio squad. Black and white for the Michigan Jaguars. A little bit of green if you look at the logo. Kind of a forest green logo. The referee says there was a foul. Not a lot of whistles here. Referee letting the girls play, and thus he should. Fisher will do the honors. She'll put it in play. She'll go into the wind. Pretty good leg into that one, but it's headed right back. That's going to be Bro. She's got, working up in front of her is Riley. She's got a lot of space. The defense backs off. Takes it off to the left-hand side now. She takes a whack at it, and Washburn catches it before it hits the ground. Took a crack at it with her left foot, but a little extra spin on it. Took a little bit of the pace off the ball. Not a lot of pressure there on the keeper. Ball bounding toward midfield. That'll be Lunsford and Pogarsh going after it. That's Alf working it with the left foot. Barron picks it away and now gets it back to the defense. They'll possess it there, work it around. Working it forward. Minnesali, she's just being given all kinds of room on this plush grass here. Wisconsin Northlands. And it looks like we'll have another substitute coming in. Maybe 2 substitutes. It's going to be number 20 is Elizabeth Cousineau. She's committed to go to Ohio Northern University and Central Michigan commitment. Oh, excuse me, Taryn Emerson will check in as well. Bro comes out Cousineau goes in. Cousineau looks like she's about tall, maybe 6'1", big, tall player. Trying to work her in front there. She's up forward. If you get a corner, a set piece that you can send it in toward her, or a play like we just saw there, she's got some height. Bogart's working it around. Maybe an Abby Wambach-like height. That ball high, it's up over the bar. Good attempt there. Probably about 10 yards outside the box, but a nice shot there just above the bar. Checking in now, we mentioned Emerson. Taryn Emerson, a 5-foot outside back player. And she'll be coming in for a very tired Riley, who steps out, Megan Riley. Head coach once again of the Jaguars, Mike Scobie. Halftime, we'll tell you a little bit more about these teams since we had to join in progress. Had some technical things here, getting set up on 5 different fields here today. And everything obviously doesn't always go like you want, and so we joined you a little bit after we started here. It was 1-0 when we got going. That ball sent forward, Jordahl working at it, and she's going to try to split the defenders. And there's a push down. It's going to be a foul called on KHA, and it's going to be Bailey who fell down, drawing that foul. Ball sent toward the back. Oliver works it across. Now she'll wind up and send it forward toward Barron. She settles it right on the side. That'll be Minnesali with some space. They like to send that ball into the midfield. And high ball in with the wind in your back. Why not? Working around in the midfield is Pyden. Marissa Pyden is committed to Central Michigan University. Here whistles from the other field. That thought there was a stoppage, but that was on the field parallel to us. A lot of space here as the defense backs up. But it's put to the feet of Richards, and Jordahl now works it forward. It's a counter punch that the coaches for KHA really look to. Jordahl had to wait to get back on side. The flag was up. So here comes a toss from Britton up toward Minnesali. She'll work it up the near side. She still has space, a lot of space. She'll put it in toward that midfield. Just checking in, Cousineau working through. And the defense now possesses it. However, Minnesali spears that one with her right foot. DeMonte there. Now worked forward by Crow. Has played mainly on the left side here. She is on the right side, working it toward the corner. May try to earn the corner. Now she turns and takes it back. Minnesali once again, a lot of space. Not a real good first touch, however. Sent in. Ball on the far side and saved by Washburn. And Pogarsh with a great opportunity there, and Washburn right in the right spot, left-hand side of the goal, and guarding her frame very well, kept it out. Nice save there by Washburn. That was one of the best opportunities we've seen from this Jaguar team as they put together a good run. Here comes Lunsford the other way. Cleared out. That's going to be Richards. She's fighting there with Barron. A little bit of a joust taken away. And Barron comes the other way. Barron very quick. It's like 1 minute of added time for this first half. Ball sent toward the midfield. Pogarsh, who's been very active, she comes through. A collision there, and looks like both players down briefly. Let's see if they get up okay. It was a collision. Looked like the legs of the two players got tangled. And the good news is everybody's up. Washburn comes up to collect the ball, and she'll put it into play. So the foul called on, I believe it was Pogarsh. Once again, Pogarsh very active. Maddie, she's also committed to go to Central Michigan University. And that's going to be halftime as we had the 1 minute added on. And we'll take a break here. It's 1-0 as we go to halftime. We'll be back here with you and give you some of the thoughts from where these teams have come from to get to this point, some of the history of these two squads. As we go to halftime, it's KHA out of Ohio, up 1-0 over the Michigan Jaguars. John Peters, Jeremy Sullivan, and the crew here with you from Appleton, Wisconsin. And we'll be back here in a few moments to take you toward the second half. Well, welcome back, folks. If you're with us there at this halftime break, once again, your score 1-0. It's going to be the KHA Red out of Ohio, the South region, south part of Ohio, against the Michigan Jaguars, who are down 1-0. This is the Region 2 championship team going to the national championship after this, and these two teams very successful in their own right, as we'll have some of our sponsors will be kind of flowing through your screen there as we talk about how these teams got here. Tiffany Roberts, the coach of this KHA Red team, great history, 3-time state cup champions in Ohio, 2013, 14, and 15. Coming into this match today, they had won 2 preliminary matches. One of those was a forfeit team that canceled, but they defeated a team out of Minnesota, Centennial Premier, 3-1. And they defeated a team out of Kentucky, the Premier Red, KFJ 98, Premier Red team out of Kentucky, 2-1. And then had a cancellation on the other games. So they come out here as winning 2 games and pretty fresh. So in the other divisions have actually had to play 4 games, one every day, to get to this point. So once again, you see some of the sponsors rolling through. On the other side for Coach Mike Scobie and the Jaguars of Michigan out of Novi, Michigan, 2-time state cup champions in 2013 and 15. 2014, actually semifinalists here in the region the last couple of years, now breaking through into the championship and trying to move on even further as to win this championship. They're down 1-0. 2014 and 15 MRL U17 Premier 1 Division champions and won the league as U16 team. Played in the prestigious U.S. Youth Soccer National League since 2013. ODP Region 2 player and U.S. Soccer Youth National team member Bethany Capel is not here. She played this week, but she is not here for this particular match. The matches that propelled the Jaguars into this championship through the 3 games, they defeated United Select, FC United Select out of Illinois, 4-1. Then they took on North Shore United out of Wisconsin, 4-0, won that match. And then the Ambassadors out of Northern Ohio, Ambassadors FC, that was a Jaguar victory, 1-0. So Michigan Jaguars 98 green. So it might be a connection there with Michigan State. I'm not sure. But anything in Michigan that's green might lean toward Michigan State. So we've seen, going through some of our sponsors, and appreciate Jeremy Sullivan, our producer here, our camera guys up on the scaffolding. And we're going to bring you the second half here momentarily. The sun is out and it's warming up a little bit. I'm sure the temperature has pretty much stayed the same wherever you are. And hopefully you're enjoying this presentation from the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Series. John Peters here with you. We'll be right back. And Turbo Sports, one of our sponsors, bringing you this broadcast. And welcome back once again as we get ready for the second half. The head official, Nicholas Ramos, walks out, lays the ball down in the midfield. He surveys the pitch, checking around to make sure everybody's in the right spot. Looks at his watch, sets it up, and we're ready for 45 minutes of soccer action. Ball on the far side. This is the championship once again. U17 girls Looks like we have a linesman on the far side now in position, ready to go. And the whistle, we're underway. Ball sent forward, the defense in the back now as the teams switch sides. Once again, Jaguars in the black uniforms. Red, white, and blue for KHA Red out of Ohio. And we'll refer to them as KHA from here on out. The Jaguars in the black, as we said, white numbers. A lot of fighting for position here as we get started in the second half. As we go in 1-0, it was a great pass into the middle across that picked up by Powell in the 4th minute from Mink for KHA to get the score early on, 4th minute of this match. Ball working across. That's Crow working out on the far side. She sends it outside toward Menesali. No real pressure there. She's got a lot of pressure, a lot of space, sends it into the box, is kicked away by Fisher. It'll roll out for a throw-in on this side of the corner flag. You see the flag in the background. You'll see how the wind is really blowing. That large US Youth Soccer flag. Ball sent back. Pogarsh backs up. Kind of forming up here as they get ready to press and attack. Ball to the outside. Menesali on the far side does a lot of the throw-in duties for the Jaguars. Ball worked into the far side of the box now. Looks like a good energy here from this team. Sent toward the middle. It's loose in the box and finally will be cleared away. Washburn went down. The ball dangerously bounding around inside the box. Ball sent in by Bailey. That's a blast that goes all the way through. Coach Scobie not happy that that ball went all the way through. Wasn't sent toward any particular player. One of the substitutes who has started the second half is Taryn Emerson in the backfield with Bailey. Ball sent to the corner a little bit too far for Emerson. She has to retreat. Now sends it down the side. Good leg there. Barron moves forward. She's pushed a little bit from the back. Tries to get it to Pogarsh, who just can't quite get to it. Right here in front of us. That'll be Langen who will throw it in. Langen, a tall girl. And once again, try to get it to Jordahl. Jordahl seems to be the target of most of the throw-ins for this KHA team as you hear the wind whipping through. We're not complaining about it. Early on there was no wind and the bugs were out. So we won't complain about the wind. It might affect the flight of the ball a little bit, but most of these teams unaffected by that. They're used to it. Pogarsh now works it around. A little bit of volleying. She's going to kick it back toward teammate in the back, Oliver. Menesali now works it toward the middle. Sends it over toward Pyden. Pyden looks up toward the front and trying to send it through. A little bit extra time. Barron now sends it back across midfield once again. Possessed there by Bailey. Oliver now sends it in. Crow. To the middle. That's Pyden. Good formation here by the Jaguars, really working the ball around, possessing it. Now taken away, sent up toward Jordahl as she chases it. Bailey is already there, however. She sends it back, a little bit of a light pass back toward Britton. Didn't have a lot of pace on it, and this grass is very thick. Unlike a lot of the pitches you see where it's the very light grass, it's real, almost like a skin type grass. This one is pretty thick. Britton comes out, grabs it in one hop. She'll put it into play. Left-footed kicker, high in the air. It's going to come down just across midfield. And that ball off of, and a little joust here. They're still fighting here right on the sideline. Good job. I think that was Estes. I'll double check that. Pogarsh now sends it over to Pyden. Working the ball across. KHA usually when the ball comes across midfield, they'll back off a little bit. You'll see that. But then when they get the possession, they work it forward. And we've got a foul out here in the middle. That was DeMonte, who was just about ready to head in for a break. Pyden in the middle, getting a lot of attention now as the coach is hollering in. Make sure and mark her up in the middle. On the far through, Bailey will be there. Has a little bit of space. Tries to send it forward to Barron. Barron's very quick, gets it over to Crow. She looks up, dribbling forward. Ball sent toward Pogarsh. She takes a whack at it, a one-hopper, and Washburn comes up with it in the box. A nice left-footed boot there. About waist high. She went up for it, put some good pace on it, and Washburn with another save. Ball bounding toward midfield, comes across. Jordahl working hard. Once again, Jordahl seems to be a go-to person here for KHA. Here they come again. They rush. Mentioned Jordahl. There she is. She works it toward the end line. It will be a corner. One of the first corners I believe we've seen for this KHA squad. We've had very few corners in this match. Bro is ready to come in. Devin Bro, one of the key players for Coach Scobie. Devin Bro is committed to Auburn University. Ball sent into the box, tapped around, fighting for it, sent back out again. Ball sent back in, and that's going to be Jordahl just missing the header. Once again, the wind blowing that direction, the ball will carry a little further than what the players anticipate, about a foot lower, and that would have been a very dangerous play, and Britton would have had to make a great save. As Devin Bro will check in. She comes in for, yes, Kelsey Estes comes out. Britton puts that one into play. Headed back in. She's going to be hustling out, and Jordahl about one step quicker. She would have beaten Britton to that ball. Britton very quick. Not very tall as a keeper, but very quick. Ball headed backward. Nice play there by Bro. A little back tap. It's going to be Barron working her way in. She sends it back across toward the middle. There's going to be Crow on the far side. It's a whack that goes up over the bar. Didn't really get a real good strike on it. But a good amount of a rush there by the Jags. Talking about Morgan Britton, the keeper, 5'3". Graduates in 2016, which most of these girls do. Washburn now will put it into play. Washburn, a taller keeper. With the wind a little bit to the side now, that ball's going to come over toward this near side and see if anybody gets to it. DeMonte heads it, but it's going to come right out over the bench of KHA. King's Hammer Academy. KHA, I do believe. And there's Pogarsh working it forward. Has a little bit of space, knocked off the ball. Ball sent to the far side. Rushing across is Allen. Chloe Allen now. Fight in the box. And that will be a foul blown right there on Chloe Allen. It'll come the other way. Trying to see, I don't have number 7 for KHA. We'll see if we can try to get that for you. Names on the back of the jerseys here for KHA. That's very helpful. A lot of action in the midfield. Ball going back and forth. A little bit of space now. Working it across. That was Cook. Peyton Cook sends it across, and Langen works it down the side. She'll send it into the corner. DeMonte right there. Marked up well by, I believe that for his number 25 for the Michigan squad is Taryn Emerson. Did a good job there. Langen runs down, gets some instruction from her coaches here on the bench to our right. Once again, a lot of fans shading their eyes on the far side. Trying to settle the ball, but it's taken away. That was Moses. Moses, a midfielder, working forward now. Pogarsh tries to send across, and Fisher comes through with a mighty blast the other way. Jordahl, as the flag goes up offside, Jordahl just on the wrong side of Bailey. Got the referee now moving up, and Jordash with the ball. Excuse me, Pogarsh. Jordahl is on the other squad. I guess if you combine the names, you'd have a pair of jeans, Jordash. Ball sent toward Jordahl. She'll turn. She looks to see who's with her. She finds her teammate Cook, and there is Pogarsh. Very quick. Sends it in toward, I believe that's Bailey. I don't have the number here, or Allen. And a nice sliding tackle there to get it out of bounds. That was Cook. That was Chloe Allen, number 12. I was trying to see the number. Working down there with Pogarsh. Madison Pogarsh, known as Maddie. Very quick player, very active. Here comes Allen working it toward the inline. Now she stops. Maintains possession. Tries to send it inside the box. It's blocked, and she stays on her feet. And it's cleared away. Jordahl now with some space. She can get past Bailey. She's got Bailey, a big player. She goes down, and the foul is called on Jordahl. She was trying to see if there was anybody to help her out. Jordahl now sends it over toward Emerson. Ball right down the line. Pogarsh keeps it in. Fisher goes down hard, missed the ball, however. You see the momentum go back and forth. Here comes the white shirts. That's Alf, one of the captains for Coach Roberts. Jordahl, key player for this KHA team. Fighting for it. We're fighting the wind here. Ball comes across. There's Crow now. Works right down the midfield. Sent behind Allen, so the defense will gather it up. You can just tell there's a little bit of a breather there as the ball bounds over here right into the hands of the next substitute for KHA, Richards. Richards comes in for DeMonte. They substituted in together earlier, so Richards steps in. Jordahl once again receiving the throw. Nice left foot cross into the middle. Working forward, that's going to be Williams. Defense now squaring it up, taking a little bit of time. Fisher now working back and forth with her teammate in the back, Carrier. That's going to be Alf. She's got space, sends it over toward the side, and here goes Jordahl and Bailey once again. That's been a battle, those two, and we'll see what the call is. It looks like it's going to be trapped down in the corner. It'll be a throw in for KHA, just this side of the corner flag. You can tell Jordahl trying to earn that corner, but couldn't get it past the flag. And it looks like Alf will be the one coming across to take the throw. Holland Alf, a midfielder. Oh, it's going to be a free kick right there. Might as well be a corner. The ball trapped below the body of Bailey. Here it comes. It's a low ball. Sent back out to Alf. She settles it. And it's off the defense. It's going to roll out. Let's see if it's going to be. It'll be a throw. Hard to tell from this angle which side of the flag it was on. It's on this side. So Richards will take the throw. Ball sent in. The defense runs past it, but Bailey is there in position. Emerson now taken away. Cook turns. Coach is telling her to turn and now sent into the box. Nice ball there, headed toward the keeper, Britton. Going down hard was Cook. Hogarth very quickly, counter punch coming the other way. Goes back and forth, folks. Hope you're catching that at home. You're got a seat right here with us. Kind of get a feel of this match as the ball, once it's possessed, these teams mount up and they'll send a lot of folks forward. Ball sent back toward Britton. Nobody there, so she can take her time. Crow now controls it. Good job there by the defender. Pogarth turns a little bit of space. Ball sent in. Foot there into the foot of Fisher. Pogarth now choosing her weapon of choice. She sends it to teammate Bro. And looks like it'll be a corner here as the team will set up for this set piece. And right now, Cousino is not in. She is a very tall player. Let's see here. Man, they are really loading up the box here. Jordahl will move up because it looked like Emerson was left unmarked in the middle of the pitch. So working it in. It's going to be sent in the box, cleared away. Good job there by Alf. Sent back in, headed toward the box. Working it hard. Jordahl now settles it, sends it out to her teammate on the far side. And here we go the other way. Looked like a potential foul there. No call, no whistle. Referee, not a lot of whistles, as we said, letting him play, and that's a good championship match play. Bailey and her teammates with a 1-goal deficit. 1 goal scored in this match, scored way back in the 4th minute by Powell. Ball sent in, and Washburn comes out in front of Pogarth, who is breaking on the back post. Alex Powell with the goal in the 4th minute, assisted by Caroline Mink. The only ball that has touched the back of the net. Ball headed around. Pogarth there in a big collision. However, Bro takes it in. Fisher now going to send it away. It's going to be sent off the sideline. So it'll be a throw in. Had a potential corner there. Evaded. And looks like Megan Riley will now be checking in for Coach Mike Scobie and the Jaguars. Ball tossed in toward Bro. She turns. Emerson puts a left foot into it, sends it high toward the middle of the pitch. Fight on the far side. Let's see who comes down with it. And bodies fly, but the ball still goes. Jordahl now. It's a 1-on-1 time with Bailey once again. Big collision. Bailey, a big player on that defense. Jordahl still working. And you've got some extracurricular activity on the far side. And let's see if the referee's going to call both players. And we're going to have a little chat here with referee Ramos. I would say this is a very conciliatory chat about how to get along. But you got to give credit. These two players have been going at it this entire match. Jordahl, go-to person for KHA. Bailey seems to be the person who's matched up with her every time down the pitch. And it looks like Emerson will be coming off, and Megan Riley checking in. Riley going to Central Michigan. And checking in for Coach Roberts here in a moment will be Alex Powell. As Riley trots across. So Coach Ramos finished with his counseling session. Conflict resolution session out there as Bailey and Jordahl, two great players. And this being a championship, they're going to give it all they've got. Powell checks in. Powell, who scored back in the 4th minute, 4:40 to be exact. We really had not even gotten on the air yet. We have a goal scored, and since then, we've seen a lot of action, very few shots on goal, and just a couple of good opportunities for these two teams. It's Noel who checks out. Coach Roberts having a teaching moment there as she comes off the pitch, and they're ready to go. Here's a throw in from KHA. Jordahl, once again, the target. Sent in toward Richards. Doesn't really have a good touch. Loses that. Then it's regained by Jordahl. She sends it across. That's Powell. Powell is quick. That ball goes off of Powell, I believe it. So it'll be a throw in for the Jags. The Jaguars in the black. Down by 1. 1-0 your score. Michigan Jaguars. Pogarsh sends it across to teammate Pyden. Britton has a little time. She selects where she wants to take it and sends it right to one of the KHA players. Pogarsh now, as we see the defense dropping back, a lot of space. She works it up through, tries to get a through ball into Barron. That is intercepted. As you see the intensity grow here as this team from Michigan knows they need to score to keep things going. Time the enemy at some point. Still organizing. Ball sent through. That's Chloe Allen. Allen turns. Brings it back toward the middle. Good defense there. I believe that was Cook. Fisher. Ball sent through now, and that's going to be Barron keeping it in. Good pressure by KHA, but the ball being possessed by the black shirts of the Jaguars. Taken away there by Moses in the midfield. Jordahl works it off to the right, stepped on the ball. That was Crow. Jordahl now works it in again. Bailey's not there. She's trailing. Ball sent into Powell. Powell, who scored earlier, tries to send it back into the corner. That's going to be Richards. Ball sent right back in on the back post. Good catch there by Britton. She came out as a player was flashing into the back post. And a nice design there in that play. Quickly the other way. You see the counter punch as Bro takes it the other way. In the corner of the box, she breaks around. She is taken down. And the referee says play on. And a ball that Allen thought she should have had. Quickly gathered there by Pyden. Pyden out on the right side. Now ball into the box. Washburn bats it away. It's sent back in. And almost an own goal there as it sent off to the side. And Langen actually tipped it just about 2 or 3 feet to the right of the right post. So a big time set piece here It looks like Pogarson will send it in as both coaches hollering instructions on this corner. Here it is, the left foot sent in right in front of the box, punched away by Washburn. Still in play, however, and cleared away. Good job by the defense. Coaches send it right back in as Minnesali takes the throw on this side. She's been working on the far side. Now she's come over here to kind of speed things up. Jordahl now toward the midfield. That's Moses. Moses on the far side. Pogars flashes across. Pogars with a little click of the heel, and so the foul is called. And drawing that foul was Peyton Cook. And he's going to have a chat. Let's see, it's going to be another little relational counseling session there. I believe that was Cook. Probably had something to say with Pogars after she was kicked in the ankle or heel. Pogars very quick. Whether it's offense or defense, adding the speed there. Bro now sends it across, and the ball is sent deep, headed out of there. I see in the back, that was a nice job of Carrier coming up and heading it out. She stayed down briefly, but she's back up. But a good defensive play to clear that ball. Ball that goes through the defense, however. In the back is Fisher. Ball sent toward Allen. Falling down is Carrier. A little bit of fatigue setting in here as you see that on these players. And Pyden sends it toward the middle of the pitch. Now it'll be cleared away. Jordahl now, once again, guess who? She's going against Bailey. Let's see who wins the battle. Bailey does as she turns. Jordahl does not give up, however. She continues to fight for it. And now quickly the other way. Point, counter punch. Point, counter point. Punch, counter punch. Barron chasing it. It's going to go out. The referee blowing the whistle, and we got a couple of substitutes. Coming in will be Lunsford. We talked about her earlier. Jamira Lunsford, one of the key players to watch. She didn't start. She comes in as a sub, but she mixes things up, comes in fresh. And then Caroline Mink comes in. She had the assist on the only goal in this match. 1-0 is your score. KHA has led most of the way, scoring right off the bat, the 4th minute. It looks like the referee instructing Washburn where she needs to be. And tell you what, she's going to need to clear it over the black shirts because she is way out of the goal. Ball headed back in by Crow. That's going to be Bro trying to fight for it. Ball high in the air. Ball sent to the near side. There's Lunsford, who just checked in. Instant activity and energy. Jordahl right there. Through ball. She's past Bailey. She's now works it back toward the midfield. And a pick from Powell and an assist from Jordahl. Gets it to Powell, and she has her 2nd goal here in this match as they split the defense. And Bailey, the key player on Jordahl, got a little bit behind her, and it allowed her to get inside. A nice move back to her left as Jordahl worked that ball in the corner of the box, got it into the middle of the box to Powell, and she now obviously knows how to put a ball away. So an assist this time from Jordahl, and we'll find out the exact time on that goal here in just a moment. But that's score number 2 for Alex Powell. Ball worked in quickly by the Jaguars. A sense of urgency now as you go down by 2 goals. Powell now working it forward again. She backs off the much bigger Bailey. And Alex Powell has a little helmet type device on her head, protecting her head from probably some previous injuries. Barron now gets it to teammate Crow. Sends it back into the middle. That's Oliver who worked it forward. Barron back over to Pyden. Sally now on the very far side as she's marked up there by Mink. That'll be a throw as we see another substitute ready to come in, and play continues, however, before the head referee Ramos could stop action. Ball is going to be, we've got the substitute that's coming in is going to be number 10 for the Jaguars, Maddie Earp. We'll check with the fourth official here in a moment. Official Flowers will tell us the time of that goal. But once again, too dissimilar from the goal in the first half, except it was Mink working it down the left side, worked it back toward the corner of the box, and fed Powell in the middle. This time it was Jordahl on the right side, worked it to the corner of that corner of the box, and fed Powell in the middle for the score. We get, once again, we'll try to get that exact time on that score in just a moment. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars. Bro sends it back. Ball sent toward Allen, and Washburn was coming out of the goal quite a ways. That'll be a throw. Fans trying to urge on the Jaguars as going down. Looks like, see if that's Pogarsh, I think, went down. I'm not sure. Looked like she got a hit to the head, and might be Bro. I'm not sure. No, it's not Pogarsh. Pogarsh is right there with her. I see Allen is up. Looked like a collision right there on the right side of the box. It may be Erdman who just checked in. We're trying to figure out. Looked like Cousino comes over to Coach Scobie. May be the next substitute ready to enter for the Jaguars as they're waiting to see what happens right here. Looks like Erdman is okay. And she'll continue as the ball comes across midfield. Bailey, ever present on the far side. She taps it off of Jordahl. It'll be a throw in there. Oliver will do the honors, tosses it in. Once again, a lot of activity here. As you see the teams coming in for the, obviously another championship to follow this one. Well-organized event. Bailey now working the far side. She'll clear it out. In this situation, you have some help over there. One of the teams warming up tosses the ball back in. It'll be a throw-in for KHA. KHA now up by 2. Back with you, folks. I was checking to see exact time on that last goal. It was the 74th minute. So a goal in the 4th and the 74th as we see some action. It'll be a corner. Not sure which side they'll line up. Referee pointing to the far corner. That's going to be Alf who will take the ball. That ball, once again, if a ball goes into the parking lot here, there's really no one assigned out there to get the ball in, so the players themselves have to track it down. In the meantime, coaches have a lot of time to set this play up. We'll see what happens. Al finally now gets the ball back in the corner. Once again, that second goal in the 74th minute means we're approaching probably around the 80th minute of this match. A 2-goal lead now for the team out of Ohio. Ball sent in, now cleared away. Handled there by Bro, trying to do a quick turnaround, but that's a ball that's going to fall harmlessly to the feet of a defender. Working it forward with a lot of space. You see the defense retreating. Ball sent in toward Allen. Carrier's there to head it away. Moses now. She controls it, gets it to Fisher. Got a little bit of time and a little bit of space. Sent back in now. Crow will bring it right back in. Pogarsh works to her right. Two defenders. So she'll send it toward the middle of the pitch, and it's cleared away. Guess who? Bailey and Jordahl. Another little battle here as they take it toward the side. Jordahl trying to work through. Powell is there, but beaten to the ball by Britton. Ball sent back over to Lunsford. Lunsford very quick, very like Powell, two very quick players. Jordahl is a quick player, but a lot of strength and balance for Jordahl to maintain possession of the ball as the defense goes back. Ball sent through. Pogarsh probably the intended recipient, but taken away by the defense. Crow. Ball sent toward the side, a little bit too much of an angle there, goes out. As the coaches realize, down to about 10 minutes to go here, passing the 80th minute or so. Lunsford, very quick, good possession of the ball, dribbles well. That looked like a handball there. No call, another handball. Said play away. One of those quick calls from the coaches that see that hand, that ball up in the air, but over the right-hand side, a little bit wide. And so once again, this is going to be Washburn chasing it down out into the miniature golf facility. Multiple athletic facilities here. I have yet to count up probably 20 or so soccer fields. Baseball, miniature golf. Looks like we have a possible injury. Coach Scobie going out to check. I think Erdman, we saw her go down earlier and took a hit to the head, I believe. So she's coming off, and Cousino's going to come in. As we mentioned, Cousino, like 6 feet, 6'1". Okay. She's ready to go in. They were kind of waiting on the substitute. They didn't realize the substitute was already off the pitch. So Coach Scobie is over here lobbying for like 9 minutes of extra time. Don't know if that'll. Bailey working it on the defense. Two players go down. That's Lunsford and Bailey. Bailey and Jordahl have been going at it all match. That's Oliver working it forward. Sends it to Allen. Sends it out to the far side. Cousino just checked in, was flashing through the middle, but it's tapped outside. It's going to go beyond the far line. It'll be a throw in now. Bro quickly up with it. And the urgency of the match will mount here as we move through the last 10 minutes or so. Jordahl once again. Powell. Moses. Little space. Lunsford now working the defense. Lunsford, who has fresh legs. A little fight there, shoulder to shoulder. And Crow comes away with it. Pogarsh now with the ball and space. She could keep it for quite a while. She does. She continues to keep possession. Sends it in. Sees somebody on the right side. It's taken down by the D. Blocked and in the box. Bro now, the future Auburn Eagle. Auburn War Eagle. I guess it's Tigers and War Eagles. Pogarsh now works her way in. Sends it in toward Allen and diving for it. There's going to be an open net. And I tell you, Fisher saved the day there. The Ball was out. It was still, let's see what we've got. It's going to be a throw in. There's a little confusion there. Checking in will be number 83. I'll try to give you, that's going to be Jenna Tom. Center back, a 5'10" player. She's going to be on Jordahl. Minnesali checks out. Cousineau, who is a giant of a player in there. Throw in, sent toward the corner. Pogarsh going after it. She's blocked away. Nice job there by Langen. And she shielded the ball and it rolled out of bounds. It'll be Washburn putting the ball into play. Washburn, the keeper. Michelle wearing number 0. Ball sent with the wind, which is kind of a crosswind now. Jordahl once again gets control. Lunsford with a little space. If she can beat Bailey, she probably has the speed, but now she's going to have to use some finesse, and it gets away from her, out of bounds. Still trying to pressure. Jordahl takes it away. She's pushed out of bounds, and Lunsford comes away with it. Ball sent toward the middle, and that was Tom, who just checked in, sending it toward midfield. Bro went down hard. Whether War Eagle or Tiger, she is a future Auburn player. And it'll be possession going to the Ohio squad and the 2-goal lead. Goal in the 4th minute and the 74th minute. Alex Powell, 2 goals. A championship to remember for her as we come into the last few minutes of this match. And KHA will continue to possess. A lot of instructions being hollered from the bench as finally the Jaguars will get a chance to send it the other way. Ball bounding around. Jordahl still fighting for it. As Barron has a little bit of space. Sends it to Bro. They're looking to see. Here's Allen. She's got a little bit of a breakaway on the right side. If she can possess it, she does. She's got her back to the goal, however. Now sends it back toward the sideline, and a good job by the defense. The one thing you can say about this KHA squad, when they back up on defense, they stay in position and they form up well. Well organized, as our coach at Charleston Southern says, that defense is like math class, offense is like art class, where you have pretty much a formula to go by on defense, and you do it well, you'll be successful. Offense, you have to be very creative, and we've seen that here with Alex Powell, the recipient of 2 good assists, Mink and Jordahl. And it'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars, trying to get a couple of last-minute goals here to send this match into extra time. Time is winding down, however, as referees will probably continue to check the watches, see how much extra time will be added. We've had a couple of injuries. That's going to be Lunsford now. Cousineau racing in behind her, but ball sent toward Jordahl, who's probably run 10 miles in this match, she and Bailey. Most of those miles side by side. I tell you what, those 2 girls have played one whale of a match, and they're still playing hard here in the last few minutes. It'll be a throw in from Lunsford. 95% of the throws, maybe more, are aimed at Jordahl. Haley Jordahl. She's a part of all the offense. You had Mink hooking up with Powell early on. You had Jordahl hooking up with Powell in the 74th minute, but Jordahl being a part of almost every offensive rush. 2 more minutes have been added on. And a little tussle there. Lunsford now will throw it in. Guess who? Jordahl. That one tapped out. Let's see which way it's going. It'll be going to the Jaguars. Oliver will toss it in. Trying to move forward. Just a couple of minutes left in this match. Ball gets past. Allen now turns. She's just ahead of Moses. Ball sent toward Bro. Let's see who gets there first. Carrier gets there and clears it away with the left foot and then goes down. Thrown in quickly. Last minute and a half or so. Bro working it across, sends it toward the middle of the box. Cousineau there, the big forward. Cleared away. Powell. Ball sent right back in, trying to get something started in front of Washburn, but she maintains control. Cousineau pressures, but the ball picked up. So the match winds down. Alex Powell has to be an honoree in this match with the 2 goals. But it was the setup that got it going. First time from Caroline Mink, second time from Haley Jordahl as she's knocked down there. Referee looks like he's going to be placing the ball out there. That'll be, let's see if it's a throw. It'll be a throw in. There might be a foul call there, but not many whistles as we said. Let's see, wait a minute. We've got a yellow card given, I guess a delay out there. So play continues. A yellow card on the far side. I couldn't see if that was for delay or if it was because the ball was possessed. The whistle on the other field's going off and everybody in from KHA getting excited, thinking that was it. Britton now hustles up, tries to get something going, down by 2 goals. Had a booking there for number 5. That would be Moses. And the ball brought forward. Once again, we're down in the final minute, final seconds here actually of this match. And Jaguars trying to get something going, trying to get it across. And here it comes across. Bro's there, just bounds over her head. She's still hustling toward it, and Washburn scoops it up. That ball, once again, we've seen that a couple of times. Balls that were just above the head of the on-rushing offensive player, and there you have it. It will be KHA winning this championship. A hard-fought battle as the coaches come together to shake hands. Coach Roberts, Coach Scobie, as Coach Scobie takes his time just taking it all in here. And the fans on the other side enjoying the moment. If you're with KHA, still proud of this Jaguar team. The folks from Michigan and Southern Ohio and Northern Kentucky, very proud of this team, KHA squad. And you got to give Alex Powell kudos there. All the coaches going out and the high fives, and a hard-fought season. Worked hard in this tournament and this national championship series, and they'll move forward saying, hopefully they'll say, hey, this isn't the end, an opportunity to move on and to progress in these battles. So I tell you what, folks, we're so glad that you were able to join us here in Appleton, Wisconsin, in the Fox Cities, and appreciate Jeremy Sullivan and our crew getting things up and running. A couple minutes after we started, had to do a little magic here to get things going, and we're glad we're able to bring you this championship match. Disappointment on the one side, still proud of this Jaguar team on the other side. Victory and a championship for KHA. And we'll sign out. It's a 2-0 victory, 2-0. Scores in the 4th and 74th minute by Alex Powell, and we'll take it to the next game. Thank you so much once again from the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Series and Turbo Sports Group. We thank you for joining us. Hope you'll join us again soon here for great soccer action.